Hey everyone, and welcome to week one of our vlog series that is all about working from home. We've put out a lot of different questions and we've gotten a lot of different responses. Two of those questions, basically the question is like, what would you want to know about, and what are you struggling with, and what's confusing in this time? And we've gotten a lot of great answers. First one that we're gonna be tackling today is basically, how can you set times for work and times for family when everything just blends together? How can you actually establish your schedule and routine so that we're just not always in everything mode? Because when you're in everything mode, we know our brains just get clogged. Our brain is actually meant to be organized and works better when it's organized. But when everything is on all the time, it's kind of like the junk drawer in our kitchen where everything goes and nothing's organized. So we're going to talk about basically, how do you organize things so that we can take a breath and we can shift from one thing to the next. We can actually have times of work, times of rest, times of play.
Mm-hmm. So the hard thing in this season is we're being asked to be our own managers, which, if you're anything like me, and maybe I'm alone in this, but sometimes managing ourselves is harder to do than anything else, right? And so back in the day, a long time ago, when we all went to work and our kids actually went to school, it was really easy to have time boundaries on our day, right? Because the school bell rang at a certain time, and then we went and we started our day, and then the school bell ended at a certain time, and we had to pick our kids up, and the boundaries were clearly delineated for us.
We would go to work, we'd come home from work.
Yep.
We'd have that time was meant for work, home time was meant for home time.
Now it's really hard to tease the two apart.
Yeah.
So one thing that I found is really helpful for me is actually I've gone back to using a paper calendar in this season, which is crazy, right? Because there's every time management system that's electronic in the world, and I'd rather use paper. Because what I've had to do is get really real with the amount of hours that I have every day to actually get the things done that I need to get done. Whether that is helping my kids with school stuff or whether it's doing my own work things, I look at my calendar and I actually block it out and then put in hour by hour what I'm going to be doing each hour, so I can be really realistic with myself and what I can actually accomplish in each day. And then when I turn it off also, right? That's also a really overt mark in my calendar also, that at 5 o'clock, I'm officially done with this aspect of my day and I can move in then to the home mode instead.
I would also say, have certain times for you. Have certain times where you set aside where you do those things that bring you life. I would encourage you to have a quiet time of meditation, time of prayer, time where you enjoy a book or enjoy, vegging out, enjoy going for a bike ride, enjoy spending time with friends. Do something for you. So you have time for individual time, or a time for couple time and family time if you have a family, time for friends. Set aside time where you are focused on that moment right then and there. That's going to organize that junk drawer into actually a well-organized drawer. And then you can look at that and you can say, at least I know I'm going to do it then. And so now I don't have to think about that. That really helps to clear up what's going on inside and helps us to have moments where we can breathe and moments where we can engage as well.
So intentionality, thoughtfulness, being planful. These are things, again, that before, when we had our own exterior managers of time for us, going to work, going to school, those kinds of things, we didn't have to be as intentional. But in this season, we have to be so intentional. And so we would encourage and challenge you to really think through an average day. What does it look like for you? What do you need to get done? And then how can you bookend that in a way that actually leave space for you to connect emotionally with other people in your life on terms that aren't work related, right? Or aren't school related and those kinds of things. So we hope that's helpful, and we'll look forward to touching base on our next question next week.